Good morning, I'm Sharaad Kuttan and welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. Now, before I start with the newspapers, I'd like to ask you this question. Today on radio, I said, referring to a story of a Facebook user who was arrested at midnight for saying that the police were monkeys looking for extra income, I said, well, should we really criminalize that kind of speech? Someone wrote in and said to me, well, it's racist. Calling people monkeys is dehumanizing and it's racist. I said, well, perhaps in Malaysia it's not racist as it is dehumanizing. What do you think? Anyway, we'll get back to the newspaper's headlines. Now, the Metro, I'm going to put this out as a front thing because it is the kind of story that you expect from Metro. It's also part of a kind of phenomenon. I mean, young people who get into the whole drugs and sex issue. Now, some 78 men and 18 women were part of this. A lot of people put into a single condominium unit, but they managed that, and therefore the word sardines. Okay, more serious issues. The Utusan Malaysia seen a harian test. Often these headlines differ. Same subject, a different headline, but this time it's the same. PKR DAP bully PAS. Here PAS gonna bully. But the point is this, it comes from the same comment made by the son of the Mushidul Am, the spiritual leader of PAS. He's saying that the party is being bullied by its coalition partners. Is that true? Is that a fair assessment? Why did he come out to say this and right now? The other issue, of course, is foreigners. Now, there are two types of foreigners. The Berita Harian and The Sun both have foreigner stories, as it were. The Sun, Foreign Ills, is about concerns over infectious diseases coming through unscreened, undocumented workers. That's something that the Malaysian Medical Association is very concerned about. This story about robberies in ATMs has to do with a Latin American gang, apparently, suspected of orchestrating this attacks on ATM machines. Some 1 million ringgit lost to these attacks. Now, the other foreign story has to do with this. Malaysians exporting themselves to foreign theaters of war. Possibly they're going to be importing it back into Malaysia, and the consequence of radicalization or radical politics in Malaysia coming from the experiences of these people in the theaters of war with the Islamic State of Syria and the Levant. So 3 stories looking at the foreign dimension of things. Now, the other thing is rogues, rogue taxis and rogue rats. Yeah, those 2 stories on our front pages. Now, all these are concerns that the newspapers look at. Many more stories in the inside pages. But before I leave you, I have to give you the word of the day. Well, the expression of the day. And the expression of the day is monkey's uncle. I'm a monkey's uncle, which is an expression of disbelief. Was I a monkey's uncle this morning? I'm not sure. That's up to you to decide. Thank you so much for tuning in to BFM's Morning Headlines. We have other videos available on BFM's channel. Please subscribe and keep tuning in. I'm Sharaad Kuttan, BFM 89.9.